I was asked a question on YouTube by a gentleman by the name of Dean. He gave me a video request on morality, the ideas of right and wrong, and how one decides this, or if one does. This is going to be a very, very unique video on a very, very unique topic. Dean and I have had numerous conversations about all sorts of stuff, everything from validity of real magic to illusions and tricks, as well as talking about morality and right from wrong. Now, when we've had these conversations, we don't see eye to eye and we don't necessarily agree on it, which is probably why he requested that I make this video so that viewers could see it and possibly comment below. How do you feel? Do you think I'm completely out there, or do you have a different opinion on it? Feel free to share in the comments below. So, right versus wrong. I've always felt personally that was relative. I think what is right and wrong is different for each individual. I don't think it's definitive that you can say right and wrong is a black and white, there's no line, this is exactly how it is and all society should follow it. Either they're doing something right or doing something wrong. I think that there are gray areas on most things that we do in life. And this is everything from the choices we make to the actions that we do. Excuse me. For example, if you have two countries fighting a war against each other, to one country, the opposing country is evil and wrong, and everything they're doing is just not good. So they, of course, have to defeat them, and what they're doing is right. But if you flip it to the other country, that perspective completely changes. So I think it comes down to your personal stake in matters. I mean, if you come down to simple, small things like obviously taking something from someone else, that seems pretty black and white, doesn't it? You take something from someone else, you're stealing, it's wrong. However, why do people steal? Why are they taking it? Are they taking it because their family's starving and they need it to survive? So even though the action itself of actually taking it away from someone else might be considered wrong, is it not right that they try to say, you know what I mean? There's that little line there, not to mention the fact too that if you really think about it, if you're consuming food or eating, you're usually killing something or you're taking that animal's life so that you can consume it to live. So again, everything that we do in life has multiple ways of looking at it, and I think it is all based upon perception. I think morality is based upon what you are taught morality is, the way that you're raised, or the way that you develop it over time. If you come up with your own opinion of what you feel is morally sound, it's going to be different, but it's still your personal morals. And the expectation for others to live by your morals and your code of right and wrong, your code of honor, whatever the case may be, I think is the key ingredient of what has started almost every conflict or disagreement between countries and individuals since who knows when. People fight over stupid stuff all the time. Look at monotheism, Christianity. Now, not all of them, I'm not lumping them together, but there is this big quest that you're wrong because the way I was raised, what the Bible says, what God tells me, what Jesus says, what my priest says, they say you're wrong, therefore you are wrong. In that case of right and wrong, you're talking about something that is not finite, not something before you, not something you can identify. You're going off of what someone's telling you. However, to them, they are perfectly right. To not follow their path is wrong to them. And let's take it to an extreme again. Let's talk about the West Baptist Bureau Church, West Bureau okay, the fanatics, the ones that are causing a big stir in the news, especially lately. What they're doing to them, that's completely right. There is no question about it. They are doing what they are supposed to be doing. Yet on the other extreme, the people that they're hurting think what they're doing is wrong. So, and again, it's that perspective. Who's it happening to? What is it doing? What is the purpose or driving force behind it? So in my personal opinion, I think the existence of right and wrong are completely fictitious. And when they do exist, you are creating them and putting on them what you want, which again is why we're having arguments or disagreements or disputes in everyday life and daily things that we do. If you like something and it makes you feel good, then you like it. Someone else can't tell you you're wrong for enjoying something that you enjoy, but they do. Society does that all the time. They define and classify everything that you're capable of doing on a constant, continuous basis, which is, I guess, the stigma and the reality and the paradox of living in a society. It is for personal growth so each person can live, but it is also stifling to the point of not letting you live. Yet if you remove yourself from society, there's, again, you're just kind of floating out there. So I think we got on this of what is the right path, because when I was speaking, or when I do speak to individuals, I personally don't follow a specific path or religion. I mix and meld multitude of things together, things that work for me. But ultimately, I could probably easily be considered a polytheist. I'm definitely not monotheistic. However, there's lessons in all of life, from monotheism, from polytheism, from animism, from pantheism, from all of them. They all have stuff to offer, but I don't feel that I should identify with one person's path. So when people speak with me, I don't guide them to what I do. I don't guide them to what I find is best. Find what works for them. And where there's a disagreement of and I'm not saying this one was with Dean, I don't remember who I had this one with, but is there a right path? Is there a true path? Now, some people you speak with will tell you yes. I don't feel that there is. I think that there is a right path for you, or a right action for you. In some cases, people have done things at jobs or interacting with other people that have caused horrible things to happen, or just some aggression. Now, whether or not that action and that choice was the right or wrong action, to me, I say it was the right action for them in that moment. That's why they chose it. You choose what's right for you at the moment. Granted, there might be consequences later, but you can't always look about it, in my opinion, you shouldn't always look about it as the way others are telling you that is a right or wrong choice. You have to decide, you have to choose, and you have to live with the consequences of your actions, or whatever the case may be. So, you know, if you're going to allow something to happen in front of you, Albert Einstein, I think, once said that the only thing that allows evil to exist is for good men to do nothing. So it's like, and, you know, let's just throwing it out there, you're choosing each day what you're doing, and what people perceive of you not doing or doing is always going to be in speculation, and it's always going to be in a difference of opinion, and everyone's going to have their own take on it, what was right, what was wrong. We see it all the time in the news, people arguing, celebrities saying stuff, they should have, they shouldn't have. So to me, morality is fiction. So that's my take on it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's given you some things to think about. Feel free to comment below, make video responses to whatever you feel you need to do. But yeah, I'm BlazeLeeDragon. Thanks for watching. Thumb up, like, and subscribe.